myself sick.
Hello and welcome to After TCGS, the show after the show about the show. That's our tagline, right? That was R.E. Clifton's making, so I hope I'm getting it right. Hey, strawberry shout-outs to Jared Sparks for that intro music. That's Ambiguous by his band Don't. Links to his band and all sorts of other Gethard contributions to After TCGS will be in the comments, descriptions, all that good stuff that's on, you know, web videos underneath the, like, box that you're watching me in. Our full archive of episodes, if you ever want to see some of our great conversations with folks all throughout the TCGS universe, is available at adumthing.com/aftertcgs. Go check those out. I know that Connor Ratliff and I talked for, I think, like close to an hour because I didn't feel comfortable cutting him off at any point. And that boy, can that guy have an answer to a question. It's great. So go and check out our full archive there. Particularly loved my conversation with Bethany Hall. If you haven't seen it, go and check that out. She is such a sweetheart, and I love her very, very much for all the things that she's inspired me personally to do. So go check that out. So I want to get to last night was a crazy episode of television that exists in the world, and I want to talk about that, and I also want to talk with our guest today. Mary asking what's that box that says Secret Hitler in the background, just talking about my own personal things in my life. That's a game, Mary. We'll talk about it another time. Secret Hitler, it's a real fun game. All right, I want to get to my guest, though, a guest that I am so excited to talk to because shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Don't know a whole lot about her, so we'll get to know her a little bit more tonight. Please help me welcome to the show Random Erin. Welcome to the show, Random Erin. Thank you so much.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. There she is. I've got my nerdy Random Erin cosplay that I
love
made
it.
with me. This I'll tell you, Erin, this was pretty hard to put together.
Yeah. It's pretty hard to nail.
Finding a pink Life is Good hat, and then the hardest part was the red tape.
Yeah. The hardest part was finding a shirt I could wear with pink and red.
With pink and red?
Yeah, not a lot goes.
Well, hey, so I'm excited to be talking with you. The show's latest of a long lineage of randoms, put in that position in the episode with Patton Oswalt and Tig Notaro. How has your experience been being the show's random in the time that you've been involved in the show?
It was really bonkers.
Yeah.
Just so crazy and awesome and so cool and crazy. I mean, that's the overview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, tell me about, like, obviously you were watching the show when they were doing the whole gimmick of walk down to the corner and you'll become the new random, or at least you'll be on the show, is what they were saying at the time. What's your history with the show? Have you been watching it for a while? Where'd you come from, Erin, is what we want to know.
Right. Yeah, so I've been a fan of Chris Gethard for a really long time. Not that long, because I only kind of discovered him when I got into college, which was only 2 years ago. I really got into all of his comedy stuff when I saw Career Suicide on the night after election night.
Oh, boy.
Which was all students could come for free.
Yeah.
As part of a new president sort of fun deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very fun. It was a very interesting day. But I saw that and was like, this is totally what I'm interested in. And then started, I watched a lot of the Fusion stuff and then started going back into the old public access stuff. Yeah. So I'd only watched a couple of public access episodes when the True TV stuff came out, and I watched like the first episode with my mom in California, and we got a bunch of sushi and like stayed up watching it together, and it was really nice. And then once I came to school, I would gather my friends to watch every new episode each Tuesday night.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then on that day, Chris was, I get his I got his tweet notifications because I followed Beautiful Anonymous and was like trying to call in sometimes.
Yeah.
And he was tweeting about how like something crazy was going to happen that night, and that he was like very nervous about it.
I remember that tweet. Yeah.
Yeah. And some little part of me was like, what if they ask a random person to come? But that was like silly, so I didn't think about it anymore. But I was like, guys, we have to all sit and watch because something crazy is going to happen tonight. And so we all just were sitting in the dorm room, in my friend's dorm room. No, my boyfriend's dorm room, which is one floor below mine.
Okay.
And then Chris came on the TV and said, someone come. And then I stood up and walked right out of the room.
So did you not address
like,
anybody that you were with and you just walked out?
I think I just like gave my boyfriend a look and I was like, yeah, and just stood up and walked right out of the room, and he kind of like chased me to the elevator and said, I don't know if you're gonna get there in time, and I don't want you to be disappointed. Because like then you won't have anywhere to go. But I was like, I'm going anyway, and then took a taxi.
Okay,
and then I got there.
So you took a taxi to get to there. Is this like a characteristic of yours? Are you a spontaneous person that I won't say that you left your friends because that's being a little too dramatic, but like that.
Oh, I totally left them. I abandoned them.
but like.
Yeah.
Is this an instinct of yours in like outside of the context of, you know, that episode of the Gethard show? Is that something that you're known to do? Is be that spontaneous?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do some random things where my friends are like, wait, no, stop. And then I go and do them anyway.
What are those things?
Oh God, I don't know if I have an example.
But you would say that this is something that, along the lines of just your general behavior. It's not out of character for you to run out of your dorm room like you did that night.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like one time, oh, I had something and now it's gone. I went up to these people filming an M&Ms commercial in Washington Square Park, which is right where NYU is. Mm-hmm. And I went and started talking to the M&Ms people and asked if I could be in their commercial.
And how did that pan out?
Yeah. I think I might have been in an M&Ms commercial, but they also gave me a wristband to see Joe Jonas's band at like this bowling alley in Brooklyn. And I
just because you sweet talked them?
Yeah, and they were giving out free M&Ms and I literally took over 30 packages of M&Ms.
None of this makes sense.
A crazy I know, it didn't. But that was like a crazy random thing, I guess.
All right. Let's see here. I want to make sure to get to some Gethhead questions. First of all, call back to a highlight of yours on the show. We need an answer. What is your favorite website?
Oh.
You were put on the spot back then.
Oh, no, I know. I can't dish it out. Or, I mean, I can dish it out, but I can't take it.
Yeah.
You know.
What are you going on the regular? What do you seem to be frequenting these days out on the internet?
I really I've been using Google Scholar a lot lately.
Talk to me about
Google Scholar. But that's just because I'm writing papers.
Yeah. Is Google Scholar just like research papers all compiled up together, or is it for textbooks?
It's like scholarly articles, and I like reading through those.
All right.
Yeah. I go to npr.com. A lot of the times when I'm writing papers, I'll go to npr.com and play like whatever's currently playing live and turn it up to full volume and try to ignore it so I can concentrate on my paper.
Oh, so you're just putting on like white noise. Like NPR is white noise to you. Just something that you can ignore in the background.
Yeah, I listen to NPR when I'm doing papers and also when I'm jogging.
Okay.
Um,
So your pump
I
up
listen to the
jam.
politics podcasts.
So your pump up jam and you're just like I need to concentrate jam. Both of them are NPR.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yes.
Kind of double question we have here. Were you familiar with the other randoms prior to the episode that you got that you ran to the show, basically? And I've got a follow up after that for you. So
Okay.
were you familiar
Alex
with
and
the
Benji is
random?
very cool.
Yeah, Alex is in the band.
I didn't get how the system worked of randoms,
Mm-hmm.
but I knew that people were random, Melissa, etc. All the people. There were I only met him, but um, there were a couple of times where after the show I would see people who were in the audience or standing off to the side, and I thought that they might be randoms.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought I recognized them, and I'd kind of be like, "Hey," and then they weren't.
They were just people.
They were just people. So I hope to meet more randoms soon.
Now,
Yes.
there was a photo, I believe, that at one point I think was even the Gethard like banner photo of all the randoms together, whether it was on your episode or an episode after that. Was there ever a time that there was like a congregation of randoms that you were around?
Was I in that photo?
I don't know. I don't remember. If somebody can let us know. I remember at the very least it was all of the like public access era randoms. I don't remember whether or not you were in this photo or not.
If I were in the photo, I'd be so embarrassed.
No. No.
Also, though, that night was a blur, so I.
Oh, like, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Then. Somebody wanting to know, Kyle wanting to know, how has being the random changed your life? Would you change anything from your experience on the episodes that you were on?
Oh, my life has stayed very much the same, other than the stuff that I do, that I did and do on the Chris Gethard show.
Yeah.
A lot of my high school friends are really confused as to like what's going on in my life right now. They're like,
"Yeah, are you the talk of the town now that you were a personality on TV, and did it catch people off guard?"
Yeah, all of my friends who I would get to watch the show like were freaking out so much, and then there were people who I'm in an acting program. So, I kind of told one of my acting teachers that I, like, got onto this show, and I was explaining it. She was like, "But you're not really going to tell anyone, right? Because you don't want anyone to feel bad because we're in an acting program," even though it's not like that at all.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like, "Oh, yeah, okay." So I'd kind of reference it to my friends and be like, "Yeah, I'm going to this show that I'm in." And then people would kind of find out more and more that it was like crazy.
This weird bizarro show that.
Yeah, because I'd be weird and vague about it. But for me, it was like the coolest, craziest thing in the whole world.
Yeah. So I want to know a little bit more about like your background outside of and before the show. So you're in an acting program at NYU.
Mm-hmm.
You said that you started school about like 2 years ago. Were you fresh to New York when you started the program there, or have you lived on that? I'm not trying to pinpoint your location. I'm just wanting to know, like, is your background East? Are you an East Coaster, West Coaster, Middle America? Like, where what's your background?
Right. So I'm from New Jersey, which is a fun place. Yes. And I was new to New York coming to NYU.
Okay.
And it really took me off guard. I dedicated myself to not going to a city school, and then I came to NYU, which is a little bit crazy of me. But yeah, I've been doing the acting program at NYU for about 2 years, and now I'm going to try to do a film and history minor.
Okay,
which is exciting. Yeah. What else
What else
exists about my
well,
life?
like outside of school, what I mean, school is like a big undertaking. What outside
Yeah.
of and like not only that, let alone this being involved in the Chris Gethard show. Is there any other like what are just like some general hobbies of yours? What do you like to do
Yeah.
for fun?
Okay, for fun, I've been really into decoupaging lately. I don't
Whoa.
know if I have anything here with me.
Oh,
Um,
hell yeah, if you do
because I
that.
give them all away. I've been really into decoupaging lately. I've been really into watercoloring lately. I'll make little like New Yorker cartoons sort of things, and then I have a couple of them if you ever want to see them. But
Do you have them in reach right now?
yeah, but I have to
Anything?
take out my headphones
Yeah, okay,
if
let's
you
do
want to
this.
see
Let's
them.
do this for half a
Okay.
second. Yeah, bring them up.
Yeah.
Bring up. She's gonna.
One sec.
We're getting a peer into. And look at that. Look at that record player she's got back behind there. Maybe that's her roommates. We don't know.
Um, this is like my favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like supposed to be orange juice.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. And it's like no pulp and then like too much pulp. And I
Yeah.
thought that was silly. I also
It's
really like to sing and I love comedy and go to comedy stuff all the time.
you love to sing. Was the first part?
Yes.
Are you like are you a musical theater like high school kid? Were you that kid?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
100%.
that's your okay. And comedy. So have you been? I mean, in the time that you've been in New York, have you just been like taking in all the comedy you can because you're there, or
Oh yeah. As much I mean I haven't had a lot of time because my schedule with the NYU acting program is crazy.
yeah,
Plus academic classes. But I try to go to like stand-up shows or improv shows or like open mics or that kind of stuff whenever I can.
yeah.
Yeah.
People in the comments pointing out that your pulp watercolor is very similar along the lines of the guy that likes cream but not too much cream from the Chris Gethard show. Are you familiar,
Ooh,
Erin?
I think so.
Okay,
I hear people say that all the
there's
time and I don't know exactly what it's referencing.
here's the thing: we're a weird cult that just has like a shit ton of inside jokes.
I know.
And it's-
No, but I know what the inside jokes are, but I
yeah.
just sometimes I'm like, I don't know where that comes from, but I know that's a thing.
I'll tell you, recurring bit on the show from one of the crowdsourced character contests. You guys in the comments let us know if it's number 1 or number 2. I can't remember off the top of my head. We've got the guy that likes cream but not too much cream, and your watercolor is eerily similar to it, just in the context of pulp. So you'd be a
I
big
love it.
fan, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Um,
Good.
let's see. Is the semester wrapping up for you? Folks in the comments were wishing you good luck on finals, if that's a thing for you currently.
Thank you. I just had my evaluations today with all my teachers and got to sit down and be told what my whole deal is,
Well, is that
which is a very interesting thing to do.
is that just as nerve-wracking as it sounds? And also, follow-up question: what's your deal?
Okay, so I like wrote down a whole what I heard evaluation of what my deal is, and I don't have it, but essentially I need to work on trusting simplicity, and following my creative pursuits,
All right.
and yeah, and trusting myself.
Oh, hell yeah. All good things. All good things.
All good things. Yeah, all good
Um,
things.
Let's
And my
see.
posture.
And your posture, is the posture an issue now because
My
you've said
posture's
that?
a big problem.
A big problem? Oh man, now you got me hyper conscious of my own posture right now.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Aaron, we're not going to be comfortable the rest of this whole thing.
Oh yeah.
David asking, Aaron, how much money do you think Chris Gethard makes going off of the episode of Cypher Sounds?
Yeah, I was at that in the audience.
Just say a number. We don't need to do the same whole bit, but
I know, because it was so long. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm that guy. Like a lot. A medium? I'd say medium to a bit. Medium to a bit.
Medium to a bit. All right. Boy. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Oh, do you have any thoughts of or theories of your own or insights into Big Man 6? That's coming
Big
from
Man
Adam.
6.
Yeah.
Big Man 6. Whatever it is, it's gonna be really cool. That's what I think.
That's
It's
the hype
gonna
machine.
blow your mind. It's gonna like everything's yeah.
Everything's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be like Avengers.
Sean asking, boy, people are really putting you on the spot. Sean asking, does Chris smell bad?
No.
No. Follow-up question, not the way that Sean worded it, but tell me, what does Chris Gethard smell like? Weirdest question that I've asked so far on this.
I breathe like primarily through my mouth.
Oh, okay.
Actually, insider secret, yesterday there was a really bad smell on the 7th floor
Okay.
at the Chris Gethard show, and we couldn't figure out what it was, and I didn't know it was happening because I don't breathe through my nose.
So wait,
But we had to go find Febreze.
did you call that? Did you call that pro? What did you just call that? A pro tip or
An insider tip.
insider tip? An insider.
The scoop.
Your insider tip is to breathe through your mouth.
No, I mean like that's what that would.
Oh, the scoop.
No, don't do this. It gives you bad enamel. You have to. No, it was like a backstage, like behind the scenes look.
Okay. All right. All right.
Last
so,
night was very fun.
So mainly I've just been skirting around the question that a lot of people were asking, which we'll get to now, which is we've been over your background coming from New Jersey a bit. We've gone over kind of like what your current deal is now, your student stuff that you're into. You're into decoupage, which we gotta get into that a little bit more. You moved on to something else, and we didn't get over decoupage.
Sorry.
But I gotta get to this question before people get mad. What is your role on the show now?
Oh, okay, so sorry. I don't think I mentioned this. Right now, I'm interning on the show.
You're interning on the show.
Yes, I'm a Chris Gethard show intern. I applied, I sent in my resume, and now I am an intern.
Now you're an intern.
which is really funny because I'm like the same level of like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed as I was before.
Yeah.
But now I have like things to pick up from CBS, which is really nice.
So yeah, so what does your role as an intern on the Chris Gethard show entail?
It's a lot of. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a call. It's a lot of. It's a lot of going and picking crazy items up.
Yeah.
That are needed for the show, like like gallons of cherries or like chocolate or glue or something like that. Just
Okay.
crazy random items. And while the show is happening, we all kind of have roles of stuff we have to do during the transitions and stuff. So, and we're always during the shows, we're always kind of on our walkie-talkies and ready to go get anything that anyone mentions at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool.
So you're just like a gopher for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah. And stepping in as needed. How many interns are in the how many interns are working for the show? Is it like a whole gaggle? I know that they've done bits in the past where they've sat down a bunch of interns together.
There's like a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us. I'd say like 10,
10?
I think. Some people are coming and going because like this summer they have to go to another program or something, but yeah, the interns are also very cool.
Gotcha. Just you saying that there's a lot and then saying 10 reminds me of I actually this isn't this feels so shitty to just bring up, but I interned.
No, bring it up. It's okay.
I interned at the Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien for like a month of its blip of time that it existed, and The
Yeah.
Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien had 50 interns. So saying that 10 is a lot is
That's
funny.
crazy.
There was just so many interns, and there wasn't even a place for them. We were in like a weird hallway, and it was just you had to like pick up a phone, and whoever picked up the phone had to do the job.
That's so much eagerness.
No,
so many eager people.
and a lot of them worked 5 days a week, and I didn't know how people could pull it off. I didn't know. I had no idea.
The most important thing about being an intern that I've learned as an intern is how to like stand while you're not having to do anything, while not like looking desperate on your face. like finding a neutral stance where like I can help you if you want me to help you, but I'm not saying that I have to if you don't need it.
Jesus.
Does that make any sense?
The most important thing that you're recommending for interns is to figure out like how to kind of like a both I could give or take helping you, just only if you need it sort of thing. Just like,
yeah,
we're cool, but I'm not too cool that I'm coming across as an asshole.
Not careless.
Yeah.
Just comfortable in my own skin.
Percentage-wise, how much have you think you've perfected that overall demeanor?
I like to think 100%, but it's more like 46.
Awesome.
Also, my computer is dying, and I have to grab my charger.
Oh,
I'm so
okay.
sorry.
Grab your charger.
Okay, I think it's 1 second.
Oh boy. All right. Hey, you guys got more questions before I was freaking out trying to scroll through that chat because we got crazy. Hey, there's 18 of you watching. This is delightful. Glad to have all you here. Now there's 19 of you. Glad to have you all here. This is a fun thing to do on a Wednesday, and I enjoyed doing it. Hey, this is Erin. We haven't gotten to really know her on the show. We're getting to know her here. It's real fun. She just dropped a bunch of crap. If you guys have other questions for Erin, let me know. I'm still perusing through some of the other stuff.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
No, we're good. You got power? Oh boy, Erin, that's tangled. I was just saying. Oh boy, that's tangled.
Every single charger I have, every pair of headphones, they're all tangled. Each of them. I tangle everything I touch.
Jesus.
Okay. We're good. Sorry.
Okay. Now, after all that commotion, I gotta ask you an important question that's come up in the past couple weeks on After TCGS. You don't gotta name names. You don't gotta let on more than you feel comfortable with. But either give us a number or whatever information you're willing to put out to the question: who on the show vapes?
Vapes?
Vapes. How many people are you aware of on the show vape? And it could be zero.
I don't know if I can. As far as the people I picture in my mind.
Yeah.
Actually, I think 1% vapes.
Okay. One person that you're aware
of.
One person. Vapes. Okay.
I think I saw it in like an Instagram or something.
Okay. All right. And we're not putting any judgment on anybody that vapes.
No. No judgment. No.
No judgment.
No hate.
No hate whatsoever. It was just a question that came up. I'm blanking on the Gethhead's name who submitted that question, and I forgot to ask it one week, and so I've just tried to make it up to them by just bringing it up every week at this point, because it's information that the folks want to know. Mary,
they want to know.
Mary's asking, is that a violin behind you? Are the items behind you your roommate's or yours?
Oh, okay, so my roommate just moved out, so I've moved all my stuff to her desk.
Are you just living... Oh, ukulele.
Yes. It's just the case. The ukulele's over there. And then like a record player that my dad got me, and a Richard Pryor album.
Hell yeah.
Which is fun.
Hell yeah. So are you just living that like solo dorm life? Just like sprawled out, like you don't got to worry about a roommate situation?
If you could see the things that are on my floor right now. It's a little bit horrendous. Just a little bit. I've been like tightly bound in cleanliness, and then my roommate left, and now it's just everywhere.
My roommate's gone for a month in Italy, and I'm a little more tidy, but I just own a bunch of bullshit, so I can sympathize with just owning a bunch of bullshit and it just finding its place.
I own so much bullshit. I'm looking. Look at this.
Yeah, no, you got to show us the bullshit now. Is that a George
This is
W?
bullshit.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is bullshit.
Hell yeah. Do you have
That's bullshit.
Do you have just the George W? Or do you have a lineup of presidents?
I have this one.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So was it a 2-pack or like...
No, there were 4.
There were 4.
And I don't know where the other 2 went, but
let's talk about the decoupage real quick, because you're into decoupage, but you've said you've given it all away. Who is getting all of this decoupage?
Okay, so I gave my boyfriend for 6-month anniversary a decoupage of like doodles he drew. I cut them out and I put on like layers of 1 second? Yes?
Sorry, I was just wondering if you know where our Swiffer is.
I don't know where our Swiffer is. Jasmine might have taken it when she went home. No problem. Sorry, that's my sweetie.
Hell yeah. Is that your sweetening?
Yes, sorry.
So good.
Okay.
So good.
Decoupage.
Yeah. You drawings of his, you cut them out.
With this wonderful pink and gold tissue paper. I use this Mod Podge.
Yeah. Or Mod Podge.
This is from my hat actually.
Oh hell yeah.
And this is my collection of
such a noisy thing off screen. I can't wait.
So noisy. This is my collection of tissue paper.
Okay.
I save it from like gifts and bags, and then it's really nice because it looks like translucent.
Oh yeah.
On the glass.
You seem like my friend Julie. You keep everything for a good craft later on.
She and I would be great friends.
Let's see. How are we going to get your meme to be the biggest thing on the internet? Oh, are we saying that the meme... Rob is asking, how are we going to get... yeah. Hold on. Rob is saying, BRB got to make it. Can you be more
specific?
Yeah, I don't know what people are saying in the... Mary's saying, share that meme. I don't know what you guys are saying in the comments anymore. There's like
Please send me my meme.
Yeah. Is this a random Erin-related meme?
If it's out there, I want to know.
What was your favorite?
I'm okay with it.
What was your favorite task that you did on an episode? We had you holding a boom mic, which was fairly hilarious on the dating episode, right?
Oh, I loved the boom mic because that was really fun because I got there. I wouldn't really know what was going on until I got there, which is just how it works. But I got there and the producers were like, hey, do you know how to operate a boom mic? And I was like, no. And they were like, perfect. That's what we're going for.
Hell yeah.
And so I got all these messages on Twitter that were like, this girl doesn't know how to use a boom mic. And I was like, yeah, I don't.
That was the point. Welcome to the Gethard show.
Yeah. Welcome to the Gethard show.
Now I do have to. I remember from I was in town for the we gambled away all the budget episode,
right.
And so I was in the audience for that. And I gotta tell you, I'm sure you don't remember this. It's not, but I was wearing my Erin
I do
cosplay.
remember this.
You went to leave, which I thought was so funny because like the musical act was going. I needed to leave with my friend to get her home, and you were just like, you got your coat on and you were just going out the elevator too. And you passed by me and you just said, "Hey, I dig your hat." And I didn't even like I didn't even realize it was you when you passed me or anything. So you got farther down the hallway and I just shouted at you and I was like, hey, I like your hat too. I just shouted something at you. And I thank you for that interaction because it caused JD to come over and shush me.
Oh, very cool.
Because you and I were like shouting in the hallway back and forth at each other, and JD was just like, "Guys, there's a musical guest going on right now. Like we're recording television."
I forget that it's like television live happening. Yeah. Like even last night I turned to one of the interns and I was like, are they all high? That's bonkers. And they were like, they're recording right now. You can't talk. And I was like, yeah, that's true.
I think your behavior in the quick interaction between you and me was fine. It was more so my loud voice just shouting at you that was the issue. So I think you're cool. You were cool.
It was a good interaction.
Well, hey,
Very
I want to wrap this up so that you can get back to being a student and all that jazz. Before we go, I've been giving everybody kind of a little bit of time here for anything you want to say to like the Geth heads at large, be it a shameless plug, well wishes, a call to action, anything like that. Anything you want to say to the Geth heads at large?
Oh, hello. First, hello. Hi. I like you guys. You're very cool. I just want to say that, the Chris Gethard show is so cool, and everyone on it is so cool and so awesome to talk to and, like, work with. Yeah. Yes. They're just good people.
Good people.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you got it. You knocked that out of the park. Erin,
thank you.
Erin, thank you for taking the time to talk with us and let us get to know you a little bit more.
Thank you for talking to me.
Yeah, this has been great fun. Thank you so much. Get back to homework or whatever you kids do these days in college.
Will do.
All right, Erin, have a good night.
Okay, I'll do it. Good night.
Have a good one. Thanks. All right, that was Random Erin. Got to know her a little bit more. She was in an M&Ms commercial, apparently. If I could get a task force on that, I'd appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. If you want to see our full archive, adumbthing.com/aftertcgs. Be sure to check out all the bands that have allowed us to use their music. See you next time!
Eloise's Persephone, please.